Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Board Games Unlocked, and today I'm going to be playing Hoplomachus Remastered with the Pandora's Wake expansion with... I don't know why I did that. Yeah, the Pandora's Wake expansion, because this expansion comes with some new modes, specifically the one that I will be doing, which is the Condemned mode. Now, unlike some of the other modes that can be played solo, like the Titan mode or whatever, this one actually does not use any tactics and is kind of a race to the other side. Now, if this was 1v1, we would both have these wretches that were trying to basically stop the opponent. It's almost like, kind of like Onitama or Checkers in a way, because in Onitama, which is an abstract game, you're wanting to get your king on the opposing side's throne. And here, if I get my Wretch here, then I will have won. Or I guess kill all of their units, which will then just allow me to get there. But yeah, and then in the solo mode, they have a champion, which funny enough, happens to be this neutral unit, who wants to kill my Wretch. So that's kind of all of their targeting is, for the most part, going after him. Now, that's pretty much it. There's no tactics. All the units are elite units, which was kind of a pseudo draft where you put them all in a bag. I drafted, like I would pick two or draw two and pick one, and he would just get the other one. Then he would take the one with the highest health. And I have a pretty awesome synergy. He has, let's see, 7, 13, 20, 28, 35 total health, whereas I have 6, 12, 18, 25, 31. So I have less overall health, but my people hit really hard. I ended up getting three elites with perfect strike, which can definitely come in handy. But yeah, so that's basically it. There are these guardians, which are kind of neutral. They just attack whoever's nearby. They're part of this Famel prison, which I think, from my understanding, is from the very first edition of Hoplomachus. I never played that, so I'm not entirely sure. I know one of the arenas, which I'm pretty sure is this one, maybe it's the one on the other side, is from the original. But yeah, so essentially how it works is, again, he's just going to try and target me. I'm going to protect him while dealing damage, because we both actually gain crowd favor. And whenever you gain your crowd favor, your Wretch can actually level up. So right now he's at level 1 with 1 movement, 1 range, and 6 health. And at level 2, and he's Blasphemous, which is bad, because Blasphemous is, whenever they're dealt damage from an elite, it's an extra damage, so he's very squishy. But if I can get all the way up to this crowd favor here, he will go to level 2 and gain 2 health. Then he goes to 1 movement, 2 range, and still 6 health, but now he's agile. And then he can go up to level 3 and level 4, which is pretty neat. Then there's also the arena, which at the beginning of setup, I rolled a die. I got a 6, which was Wretches have +2 movement, so he's actually a 3-1-6. Not that that's going to help me all that much, because, yeah, I'm not going to be running over there, because then I'll just die. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it. This gets rolled at the... whenever someone, either the rival or me, gain a crowd favor ability. And we also have a unit limit. So right now it is a unit limit of 1, not counting the Wretch and the champion, and that also increases as you gain more crowd favor. You also gain crowd favor on these key hexes. And then there's also this alert line. So right now he's not on alert. So he actually has a little bit different of targeting, but whenever you are on alert, so as soon as I cross this, then he basically becomes alert. He'll flip and become activated, and he'll stay active. And yeah, that's that's pretty much that. Then from then on, they all just go after the Wretch, and then weakest elite, HP matching, an HP matching Guardian. Yeah, which the one thing that I'm not entirely sure on are the Guardians. Let's see. Let me actually, because the setup just says, oh, they're Guardian hexes, and then for setup it says, oh, place the Guardians on them, give them HP matching the color of the Guardian hex they are on. Well, the Guardian hex that they're on, like, are these, and I don't know, like, what that color is supposed to be. So maybe it's actually in a section that I over there reading is. Yeah, like Scylla and Charybdis are the two fearsome guardians of the Fomel prison. They are arena units and act during the arena turn. So, yeah. So the way they make it sound is that they're supposed to be like a guardian with, you know, because they have 12 health chips, and if it's supposed to be, I'm like, oh, it's blue, so that's why they get blue. So I'm thinking almost, you know what, I'm just to make it fair because it's stupid, I like the Charybdis a little bit more. I'm going to give, the way they make it sound is that you'll drain from, like, a guardian. Like, the way that this works is like, oh, okay, the champion, for example, will target a Wretch. Okay, he can't get to me. A player-controlled elite, let's say there isn't one. And then an HP matching guardian. Which, I mean, maybe they're both. Yeah, because they'll drain for... Yeah, maybe they're both kind of on their side, but they'll attack everyone that's opposed. They're allied to each other, but they'll shoot either one of us. So I guess they'll end up targeting these to deal damage, because they need the HP available to deploy them, because, I mean, general Hoplomachus rules is if you don't actually have the chips to deploy, you can't deploy that unit. This is how I'm having it set up. I'm probably going to get whooped anyway, but that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got. So in turn order, kind of like everything, check key hexes, there isn't anything, and then deployment. And the way they deploy is just in order, so I'm just going to go bottom up to top. So we will bring out Tempestia, just 7 health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they will deploy on the hex that is closest to my Wretch. In this case, it's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's literally the same. So we will just bring her out. Next to the champion, what does she have? She has Retaliate, Deflect, and Hook. Okay. 2 movement. Alright. And that's pretty much it. Well, I guess he can move. So let's see. Actually, I can't. The champion, I believe they actually... No. Yeah, that's when they deploy, arena die. Okay, so now he is going, he does not activate, he's just there. Because basically while on alert, so if I move here, and then he becomes active, like he activates, but then he's only alert while I'm on this side. He isn't on not alert while I'm not, so like, it's like he's just there for now. Then that's it. That's pretty much it. So then it is my turn. And I'm not limited to my to in what order I can put them out. So I'm almost thinking Zoc would be cool because she has Tactical, Perfect Strike, and Absorb. Varus would be nice just with him. Because right now, Wretches have +2 movement. And Taunt would be nice with a Regen 1 and Shove. And then I'm almost thinking bring out Thermodosa once they start getting closer. Just because she has First Strike, Regen 1, and Long Shot 5. Which is disgusting. Like she can shoot, like hurl her spear 5 spaces away. Yeah. I don't hate that. I don't hate that, really. Now, what I'm worried about, I definitely don't want to have my Wretch just go, yeah, get me points, because then he'll just die. But I am thinking Varus would be a solid one to bring out. So we were going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. He also hits super hard. So we're going to bring him out. He does have... Oh, he doesn't have tactical. I thought he had tactical. That's right, it was her that had tactical. That's okay. I'll still bring him out because he still has 2 movement, so I can keep him up and they're far away. But then I'm going to move my Wretch up just because then I can start getting key hexes. Also, at any time, I could have my Wretch pay 2 damage or pay 2 health to reset this die to whatever face I want. But as of right now, it just stays like that. And the arena units will then go... They have Savage, which is a skill. They will roll dice equal to its attack against each opponent in range. And they will trigger that if multiple opponents are in range, which there aren't any. So, that's it. And we're at our cap on our units, so no deployment. So she is going to go. And like I said, while not on alert, other rival units will target the Wretch. So high, which her movement's 2, so 1, 2. And highest value key hex in range of the opponent. Actually, highest value key hex, so she would actually go 1, 2, because she can move there and start gaining some crowd favor as well. But other than that, that is it. And yay, crowd favor! They're like, yeah, go down the middle, kill the monsters. And yes, so now that he can move, I'm almost thinking I kind of start 1, 2. Yeah, kind of start going around like this, because it takes so long that we eventually do want to start fighting. And then you gain crowd favor equal to the damage dealt. And it's also kind of interesting that they gain crowd favor as well. But that's it. That's all I can do. No engagement, no nothing. And yeah, so now it's their turn. So again, Wretch can't get to me. Highest value key hex in range of the opponent. Or highest value available key hex. She is not in range of me, but she will go there. Actually, player controlled elite or HP matching guardian. So she would actually probably, if I'm reading the way that targeting works, they might go 1. It's like they could either go 1, 2 to get on the key hex and then attack one of them. Which is not going to be horrible, honestly. So let's do that, especially because it's going to get them a bunch of favor. Speaking of which, they do gain a favor. Let's see. So retaliate, deflect, and hook. So she's going to attack. It could be any one of them. We'll just say Scylla. So it's 2 black dice. And that's 2 hits. So whoop. We're just going to get them 2 favor and more HP in their pool. And now, I mean, that's not a horrible idea, especially if I regen. Ooh, and I can shove? I like that. Shove lets me take their spot. Yeah, this unit displaces and then simultaneously moves into that hex. So that is not nothing. Let me also look up when they when you're Wretch. Just Wretch. Okay, so I am going to actually move Varus up to meet her in the middle. And he is going to shove her back one. Get her off that spot. And yeah, because shove was just a swap. Yep, displacing an adjacent 1 hex away from it. Yep. So get her off the key hex, and I'm going to attack her, which is a black, green, blue, and yellow. She does have retaliate, so I will take a damage back. But in the meantime, I will do 3 hits. So, nice. 1, 2, 3. I also forgot to give myself my point. But 3 there, which is 1, 2, 3, and retaliate. Does the damage back to me. Okay, well, this is going to be a bad time, because now the arena units are going to go, and they're going to do their savage, which is going to attack. Both of them are going to attack both of us. So we might just outright be killed by these guys. And deflect. Ooh, actually, she might have a really good... You cannot be targeted by... Oh, it's not an attack. It is not an attack. It is a special. So, that's brutal. Well, we'll do Silo first. We'll have it attack me. That's 1 damage. And I don't think I have anything cool. I have shove and regen. So if I can survive just a little bit, I'll take that. And then now we'll have Silo attack Tempestia, which is for 2. Ouch. She does have... Nope, retaliate only works on attacks. Retaliate only works... I know I've seen retaliate a million times. Dealt damage from an attack. And then... Yeah, Charybdis is a black and a yellow. Black and yellow, black and yellow. So we'll do me first, which is at 1 damage. And then... Oh, God. Yeah, it'd be so nice because it's still range 2. And 2 against her, which is, damn, 1 damage. She's still alive. Luckily, she does not hit all that hard. Okay. Now it is their turn. So this is nice because she's not getting any crowd favor because I ran up, slashed across her chest, and then just like I pushed her off and then did a charging stab. And then like, however that thing attacks, and just it did things to me I didn't like, and then she just impales us. Like, does like a tidal wave thing, where I imagine she kind of looks like Poseidon from God of War 3. I also forgot I made coffee. And one thing I absolutely cannot stand is hot coffee that gets cold. I had an ex that preferred coffee that way. And it's like, just get, it's like iced coffee. It's not like iced coffee. Anyway, that's them. So their target is the Wretch, highest value key hex in range of an opponent. So then they're going to move here. And then, yeah, player control elite. So then she's going to attack. She attacks with 2 black dice. Whoop! 1 damage. 1 damage. Just going to get them 1 crowd favor. And that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it, which is great for me because that means it's my turn and I'm going to get 3. And I am going to definitely kill her. Hopefully, unless I completely whiff green. Should I move? You know, I might. I am going to move. I'm going to move. Oh, no. I'm going to move right here. Yes. Go around her. And then yellow and blue. Oh, I also regen. And I don't need to shove her because it doesn't matter because she's about to die. Yeah, 3 hits. Come around her. She's like, what? And then her head gets cut off. Hell yeah. Boom. Suck it. So that is 1, which now has my Wretch gain 2 HP. And then he levels up to level 2. And now I can have a 2-unit limit, and this gets rerolled, which is a 5. So 5 is Guardians have Blasphemous and Retaliate. Interesting. Blasphemous, you say. To shreds, you say. Interesting. Okay. Yes. Yeah, and there's nothing about them gaining crowd favor like when I hit this. Like I know in one of the Pozuli map, your opponent does gain crowd favor whenever you hit, like they get like HP and they also get some bonus if they don't have much. But that's it. Then Scylla is going to attack me because I am within range. And oh my god! Jeez, I'm dead. No, what the? She just like watched me kill. I mean, I guess it is like an aquatic creature, and this was the Atlantean guardian. She just saw that, and it's like you're not supposed to take sides, but she just and like just impales me, sticks into the ground. So he's dead. That sucks. Or he's defeated. He was murdered. I guess all of his armor and shield was in front of him. Okay, well that's not amazing. I'd have to deal with them while they're blasphemous. But their range is only 2, which sucks on first strike. That's not super great. Anyway, that was that. So now it is their turn. So then they're going to be bringing in Feriane. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. And closest, I guess it's going to be this one. I think it's literally the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's not. I don't know why I thought 1 hex away would be the same. Okay. Oh, he does have tactical. So, yeah. Highest value key hex in range of the opponent. Highest value available key hex. So, 1, 2, 3. All right. Yeah. So now it is my turn. Thermodoja sounds pretty good right about now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I mean, I am wasting the first strike, but I think that's okay. And it is kind of interesting that, because like the elites on their side can die. Like there's nothing in the rules about that. So the rival units, when he's not until he becomes active, which is either for me crossing over or one of us getting to the last spot on the crowd favor, then he becomes active. The elite units can die. Now, there is a way to get one back, which is getting to the final spot. So, it's kind of interesting now. I guess I'm back to 1 movement. So I can slowly inch my way. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. So now they're going to attack. And they're going to attack them because they're not on their side, from my understanding. But Feriane does have dodge. And, no, it doesn't. It does have tactical, but it can't use abilities. It's just specials. So we're doing Scylla. Oh, sure. Now miss. So, I mean, well, does 1 damage. And then the other one, this is going to be a blue and a yellow. And that is also 1 damage. Okay. So now it's their turn. Going to gain 2. And they are going to... Ooh, can they... Oh, they can't get with... Ooh, they actually can to be able to use their ability. Yeah, Fury Aura. Actually, I don't like that. This trigger if it would deal damage to an opponent. Yep. So this thing can go 1, 2, 3, and then do Fury Aura on my Wretch. Because, unlike the last time whenever I did Hoplomachus solo, I thought Fury Aura was 2 damage. And I was thinking about that. I'm like, why would I think it's 2? It's because Fury Aura 1, because I was always adjacent, or that character I always had to be adjacent, so I didn't take it into consideration that that's the range. It was like, oh yeah, it does 1 damage because Fury Aura 1. That's how I got that. But it did do a damage to me, so that is going to bring it up. Okay, well that's less than ideal, but I can bring someone out now because I can have a 2-person limit. But the Wretch does have some range now. Let's bring out Fang, because he has Retaliate, Perfect Strike, and Hurl. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let's bring you out here, but that's pretty much it. Then we are gonna go 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a Wretch. So we're gonna have Thermodosia hoist up a spear, which is gonna be long shot, and this is gonna be her. Yeah, it's her lowest value die because it was Heave. Heave was the strongest attack. So we'll see if I hit. I do not. So just completely, but it distracted enough for my new agile Wretch with a whip to come in and do 1 damage. Actually, it needed to be blue and a yellow. I rolled that green. Okay, so it's actually a miss. That camel is a lot more agile than I thought. Okay. Great. All right. Yeah. And I did not have anyone on a key hex, so that was it. Okay. Then it is their turn. They can attack her, green, blue, and a yellow, and miss. That dodge actually comes in handy pretty well. Now it's their turn. They still can't get a new unit out, so it is going to target my Wretch, so it is going to move up, which will do Fury Aura, which does deal a damage, which brings it up. And it's going to attack with a black, yellow, and yellow. The yellows are hitting today. They are doing it. That's 2 damage. Okay. But that's fine. That is fine. What is Hurl? I have not seen that. Hurl 2. Choose an adjacent and displace it to any available hex that is no more than 2 hexes. Nice. Nice. That's going to be... So it's interesting. I can either attack with him or do a Hurl. Ooh. Ooh. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Okay. So now it's my turn. I think I'm going to move him back 1. Oh, yeah, then we're going to have Fang come in because he has 2 movement. And we're going to keep her there. And then we're going to Hurl. He just picks up the camel and Variate and throws her. So they fall on their side within range of Thermodosia, the Charybdis, and Wretch. So now, instead of doing long shot, I can attack him with a blue, blue, and blue because of that dodge. And that is, God, 1 hit. 1? But that does get me some crowd favor. My Wretch is going to come in and try and whip her while she's down. That's also 1 hit. And a crowd favor. And that's it. So at the end of my turn, still within range 2, so it's a blue and a yellow. And it's a miss! That's not great. I don't like that. I needed Fariane to die. What I should have done, actually, is... Where was she? Right here? I could have thrown her there. Because that'd still be within range. Oh, but it wouldn't have been within range of my Wretch. And I already attacked. I was trying... Okay. Either way, she's still alive. She still goes after me. So, boop. Which is not great. Again, because I only have Agile. And he doesn't have Taunt. The only person that did have Taunt got eviscerated by Scylla. So, black, yellow, and yellow. Oh, with that Fury Aura. Which is going to move that there. Upgrade to Wretch 2. But now they can have a 2-unit limit. Which also will change the arena die to a 4. It's just taken down. 4 is key hexes grant 2 times the crowd favor. That's pretty hot. If I even live... Okay, 1 damage with the attack. I'm down to 2 health. That sucks. That sucks. I had so much. It was going over so well. But now it's my turn. But now I gain 2 times the crowd favor. That's pretty hot. Okay. So let's do this. Chances are I will kill her this time. So let's move twice with Fang to try and deal with one of these. And then gonna go there. And to avoid dodge, I'm gonna actually use Agile. And we'll just see if he can actually bring her down. 1 damage. Okay. So still kind of no. And Thermodosia has to shoot. So it's going to be blue, blue, blue. Alright, 1 damage, which is just enough to take down Fariane. She was a problem. And Fang is going to attack, which unfortunately they're not blasphemous anymore, but they don't have retaliate either. And I'm assuming that Guardians count and oppose all other units. Yeah, so crowd favor from an opponent, including arena units. Perfect. So black, black, and yellow. He has perfect strike, so basically if all these hit, that will be a lot of damage. The yellow missed, but that's still 2 damage. Which gets me boom, boom. And puts 2 health, that's the most important part, puts 2 health on the Wretch. And I know I need to get the Wretch moving. And now I have a 3 arena limit, and it is a... Dang it. Okay, we're back to a 5. There's a 6 out of the 6 and a 4, and then now we're at a 5 in the dice tray, so that's what counts. Okay. So after my turn, that thing is going to attack black and yellow. The black hits, so that's 1 damage, but he does have retaliate. So, boop. Okay. Now it's their turn. And they're bringing out Rostam, 7 health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He has retaliate, first strike, and long shot. Long shot 3. So that's luckily not far enough, or not. I'm not close enough. I was like, why would first strike with a range of 1? That's not amazing. Long shot is a special that you can use if you have first strike. Okay. So now it's my turn. Gonna gain 1. She has long 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She has a long shot 5. He Okay. So I'm almost thinking, what is it, 5? They have Blasphemous and Retaliate. Yeah, I think we try and deal with these Guardians. Because now they're Blasphemous, which will do a damage extra from both of these. Ooh. Oh, God. Oh, he's level 3. Which is now, he has Flight, Retaliate, and Hook. And Flight was, you got to ignore, move through blocked hexes, which is good, and Retaliate, and then Hook. Don't know why you would Hook with them, but yeah. I'm only 2 away, though, so I'm probably going to be able to level up. So we're going to have Fang attack the Charybdis. That is 3 hits, and because of Perfect Strike, that's going to be 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is... Oh, but Blasphemous makes it 7. You just... D&D Monk. So, geez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Damn. Yeah, just crowd favor. Where was it? Yeah. Gains crowd favor equal to the amount of HP lost. That's nasty. So that is going to be activate the champion, regain a defeated elite. So he's going to hit level 4 and gain 2 HP. Nasty. So now I have Flight, Quick Strike, and Shove. I like that. And I can regain Varus. Oh! But now he activates. He's like, okay. Enough's enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he has Retaliate, Taunt, and Regen. And then now all CP, Crowdfit, or CF rewards, your Wretch gains 2 HP. Reroll the arena die, which I need to reroll the arena die. 4. Key hexes grant 2 times the crowd favor. Yeah, and so then she's gonna shoot that one black and 2. And that's, God, 3 hits? Yeah, so she just kills this thing. All CF rewards, your Wretch gains 2 HP. Oh wait, I think that's just a reminder of that. Cool. Yeah. So no more Wretch gain, which I'd have a bunch of HP. But yeah, Farian was doing some damage. Okay. Well, Scylla can hit Thermodosa for a yellow, blue, and another yellow, which is going to be a flat out miss. That's embarrassing. All right. Their turn. So Rostam can move. So while on alert, well, they're still not on alert. The champion, for marking Wretch hex adjacent to an opponent's escape hex. So he actually will just stay there. And then the other's highest value key hex in range of the opponent and highest value key hex that it can reach. So it's going to move there. But it can deploy because they can have 2 units out. So it's actually Reborn Minotaur. Has 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm getting good at this. And he's going to come out with, he has Taunt, Combat Lock, and Retaliate. I don't like that Combat Lock. That's a pretty harsh one for me. Okay. So I think they're still Blasphemous. And they still, it was Retaliate. Whoop. Yeah. Because it's interesting that you can kind of lock them out from deploying if you keep the Guardians up, but I kind of don't want to. So now, I think we're going to go 1, and then we're going to go 1. Fang would be really good. Oh, hold on, before I move, actually, because I can deploy. I can deploy, because I can have up to 4 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now I think we bring out Zoc. Right there. Because she has Perfect Strike, Tactical, and Absorb. So Tactical allows her to move, and she hits pretty hard. So then we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Let's do it. Let's do it, baby. And now that he's activated, he can actually be targeted. So let's actually move. Yeah, let's move right here. And we'll do long shot against Spiculous. Spikes. Huh. Didn't like that. But long shot just sees him like putting on his armor and just and it's just like like whenever a goalie or a goal kick sails over the goal, that's like that spear throw. Just what were you aiming at? Shut up. It was an intimidation tactic. Alright. Now they're on alert. Oh, Silo's gonna attack. Thermodosha. For 1 damage. Which it might matter. Normally I'm just like, oh, I'll just do the regen, but we'll see. So, now they're all on alert. Rival units all target the Wretch, or weakest opposing elite. And they can only have 2 units out, so their champion's still there. So they're all probably gonna beat up on Fang. 1, 2, and then this one, oh, they also gained 1. 1 favor. So, yeah, they're gonna, and then this one is gonna go after, he can't get to the highest, or the weakest opposing elite. He can't get to, so Hex adjacent to opponent's escape. So he's actually gonna stay there, because he can't get to anyone. Well, Fang, it was nice. It was nice while it lasted. So we will have Rotsum attack. He has Retaliate, First Strike, and Long Shot. 2 hits with a Retaliate in there. And then the champion comes in with 4 blue. He has Retaliate and Taunt. And 1 hit. So Fang is still alive, which is pretty awesome. That's really good. Okay, and that's it. Yes. So we are then gonna have Ooh, this could be hot. So we are actually gonna have her, Zoc, go 1, 2, 3. Fang is gonna hurl the champion over here. He's gonna stay there. Thermodosha is gonna go 1, 2. Actually, she is gonna go 1, 2. And that is it. Yeah. So now we're gonna attack. And we're gonna have Fang start things off with 2 black and a yellow, and he's gonna attack Rotsum for 6 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like and his like brain blows out the back of his skull. So he's dead. Which is pretty hot. Perfect Strike is disgusting. Is it? Like, when attacking, if this unit rolls hits on all, it doubles. Yeah, that's disgusting. That's so busted. Especially if you're rolling 2. Let me just make sure I'm not missing. Yep, 2 black dice. So then Zoc is going to attack. Also has Perfect Strike, which is a red, green, and yellow. So obviously the red hits. The red hits, the yellow hits, but the green did not. So that is 2 damage on the champion. And Thermodosha is going to long shot the Reborn Minotaur. And still miss. She, but she will regen. Okay. And that's that. So now they can bring out someone, because this is not within range. Retaliate, Hook, and Whirlwind, 7 HP. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I kind of figured, I mean, unless things go south real quick, the Perfect Strike squad that I had is disgusting. But they are still on alert, so they're all going to attack me if they can get to me, which they can't. So weakest opposing elite. So the only one that can't do that is here, so he will move, and he will move. And then they're going to attack. And yeah, so it's going to be the champion. It's going to go after Fang. And get 4 hits. He got sick and tired of him. So just cuts his arms off. Yeah, which is... Well, he does regen 1. And then they're going to gain 2. So Fang is down. He basically soloed this entire match, which is fantastic. And then, yeah, it is kind of interesting though with the way that where you have to basically deploy move abilities and then engage, is you're going off of the way, and especially in the solo, because a player would never think like this, where it's like, oh, I'm going to send both, well, they might, because I'm going to send both my guys after the 2 health person, because they're the ones that will die, like if I can hit them. But I feel like a player would hedge their bets a little bit more, and not, because like chances of rolling 2 hits on 4 blue is, I think, pretty high. I mean, I guess it might still be a 50-50 shot. But the Reborn Minotaur now in the solo mode doesn't do anything, because his range is 1, and he moves 2. So ideally, you would want to move him in a way where he still gets to attack. Especially, well, I guess, I mean, it is 3 to 3, and I lose if my Wretch dies. But they can't stop. I mean, if I kill them, like, their champion is still their champion, but I don't win if I kill their champion. He's just the one that's hyper-fixated on me. But that's it. I mean, with the way that Perfect Strike just ramped this up to a disgusting level, and they're still not even to their next shot, they're now capped. And did I give them their 2? I can't remember if I actually gave them their 2 crowd favor. But yeah, so the solo mode is kind of like, because you can game the game, and I get why they do that, because it's a game of random chance, so you kind of need the AI to be a little stupid sometimes. I think for the most part they work really well, but if it still comes down to die roll, so I think they're just like, well, we can't have them be hyper smart. 1, because that'd be annoying to try and run by yourself, and 2, if the dice are what they are and you roll bad and they roll good and they're super smart, then I mean, that's how a player could be. It's a tactical skirmish game, so if I'm a better tactician than you are and dice go my way, can't really do much about that. Anyway, all that is that was their turn. So Fang is now down. I can have 4 units, so I'm going to bring out someone, I don't even know how to pronounce their name. Balank. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, oh my god. Who is this person? That is nasty. Perfect Strike, first strike and tactical. That would be nasty in any situation where it was a smaller map, but obviously we're going to go here. But he can move and attack in the same turn, and if he hits, then he does double damage. That is a disgusting... And he has range? That dude's... This is busted. This is a promo character. Zabalank is the designer... What's his name? It's not on the box. It's the designer's, like, significant other. It has to be. Let's see. Yeah, so, and the arena die is not changing unless I pay to change it, which I don't want to. I also forgot, I have range as a Wretch. Oh. Gross. We're going to stay there. I don't even want to move. Nor do I need to. I mean, I might if I don't kill them. But, well, the Reborn Minotaur will get to me, for sure. But I can at least bring down their champion, I think. Well, I might be able to do it. You know what? Yeah, because here's a great example of what I was talking about. So we're going to attack with Zoc. Red, green, because he has Retaliate, Taunt, and Regen, and a yellow. So if I hit with all three, then their champion's definitely dead. And I did. That's 6 damage. He doesn't retaliate because he just had his like head caved in by whatever that weapon is legitimately called. And nothing about the rules or champion says that they can't die. So, yep, that's that. And look at that. So now I'm free to attack the Reborn Minotaur with a black and 2 blue. And Retaliate's not going to do anything. That's, geez, another 3 hits. 1, 2, 3. And then I, as the Wretch 4, get an even better attack than the Zoc does with this. It's not much better, but it is better. Yeah, range of 3. So, well, the green missed, but that's still 2 damage. All right, and that's it. So their champion did not count against their unit limit, so they're still stuck with these 2. Not that they have anyone to bring out anyway. So now it is, yeah, they go after the Wretch, so he is going to move 2. He can't get to my Wretch, so it's just weakest opposing elite, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, did she take a damage? No, it's 6. Yeah, 6 to 6. So I can choose who I want that to be. We'll just have it go right there. Oh, actually, because he has Whirlwind. So Whirlwind, yeah, he can hit both of my elites with that. But what sucks is combat lock on him. So he has now locked me there. So, and her. So he's going to attack. I forgot about the combat lock. Ooh, I do have Quick Strike, so I will actually deal a damage to him before he does 3 to me. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, maybe for all my preamble about, oh, why are the AI dumb? He just comes up and he just, like, with his hammer just clocks me in the ribs. I'm just like, ugh. It's always kind of fun to sit here and be like, it's like, oh, man, I lost some hit points. Well, in real life, there are no hit points, really. It's always kind of like, how many hit points do you think you'd have in real life? Like, in D&D, a commoner has, like, 4. And I'm thinking, like, I got 2. Because if someone just crow hops like a mallet into my ribs, I'm done. So that's that. He's going to Whirlwind with a black and a green. And I believe you do separate attacks. So we'll just do Zoc, which Whirlwind is not an attack, so that's 2 damage on Zoc. Oh, for the record, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. So now the arena is now back to a 3, where Guardians have +1 range. Ooh, yeah, I forgot about the Guardians. And that's the first 3. And then Whirlwind on Thermodosia is 1 hit. So, boom. Which it's a little bit too late now because they have no one to bring back. But if they make it back here, they will get an elite back, which could be bad. It could be bad, especially because I am now combat locked. That Minotaur is not letting me move. He's probably dying, though. And not probably, he is. He is definitely dying. I'll make sure of it. But again, what sucks is that Terror now. That Terror came in at like the perfect opportunity, and where I'm at. And they're gonna do Savage and shoot Thermodosia. So, okay, well then we're gonna have him go 1-2 and try and deal with, 1, 2, 3. Aha! Varus can come out now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come back, my buddy! Protect me! And we're gonna stay there, and she's gonna regen. And now we're all gonna deal with this guy. Luckily, he can't kill me, and he doesn't have, but he has, and I'm not faster than him. So we are gonna actually have. Oh, whenever he did it, I think I did Quick Strike actually already. So red, green, and blue. We're gonna attack the Reborn Minotaur and get him off my ass. 2 damage, which I think is just enough. Yes, it is. So he's dead. Just like as I'm getting up, inject the spear right into its throat. And it dies. As you can tell, I'm a DM. I'm not. I'm not a DM. Okay. Then we got to deal with this guy as much as possible. So Zoc is going to attack. Luckily, she has perfect strike, so this might actually be clutch. It freaking is. God, that's disgusting. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he has Retaliate 1. Retaliate, he doesn't have Absorb or anything, or Deflect, so then we'll have her attack him for 2 damage. So he's dead, and that's pretty much that, because they now can't stop me from getting to the end. Well, we'll have him attack the Psylocke for 1 damage. So, well, I mean, +1 range. Nope, I'm just 1 away. But I mean, we'll play it out. So it's still 2. They're gonna do Savage, so they're gonna be able to shoot both. So we'll have it be Zabonk, 2 damage. And then Thermodosia will be 1 damage. And that's it. So, yeah. I mean, your goal is to... Where was it? Goal: to win, you must have your Wretch reach the escape hex on the opposite side of your arena. So, alright. Well, I guess what I can do is, because they're not... I mean, it's like... I will take 2 damage to... to change this to a 6, so now my Wretch has plus 2 movement, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 will attack. So black and blue. Perfect strike. That's going to be 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then black, blue, blue. That's 1 damage. And they don't do anything, and look at that, I made it with 1 HP. Technically, I would have had 3, but it would have taken me a little bit longer because they also don't have any movement. Well, yeah. So, I mean, I'm going to have a discussion already on Hoplomachus Remastered, and I'm sure we'll talk about, like, the expansion. But the Condemn mode, it's okay. Like, the solo variant, I already kind of talked about it in my initial playthrough, but the fact that it's always interesting like this, where I understand why there's 2 modes. Like, technically the goal says I need to get my Wretch to the other side. But the fact that nothing keeps their units from dying means that a potentially easier option is to just kill them all, and then, hey, yeah, now I get to the other side. It kind of gives me that Mythic Battles, Pantheon, or Ragnarok vibe, where it's like, hey, defeat the opposing person's god, or gain, a certain number of unfollow stones or runes. Because if you just had one goal, where it's like, hey, get to the other side, and these guys can't die, well, then what's the point? Because they're always going to, like, what are you going to do? You're going to have all of your units just surround your Wretch and move. I get it, that they need to be able to be removed. But it's like, well, I could win by doing what it tells me to and get my Wretch to the other side, or I can just hopefully roll really well and just completely kill their elites, which means there's no opposition to get there. But with the way that the AI can work, I don't really like the alert, not alert thing, because it would ramp up the stakes a little bit more if the champion was, like, already available and already trying hunting you down, because then that would mean that your people, your elites, are even more important because they need to kind of stick around and kind of protect your Wretch from getting targeted, which I know that's what the elites are doing, and there were a couple times where my Wretch got down to really low health. But when you can have a squad, and it could have just been squad comp, where just by draft alone, I had perfect strike, and if they hit, that's insane. And because of the crowd favor being, hey, you gain crowd favor for how much damage you deal, well, what is normally potentially 3 damage turns into 6, which turns into 6 crowd favor, and it also kills your elite, which thematically makes sense. The crowd's going to go wild if this really scrawny elite runs up and punches a hole through the chest of some massive, minotaur. And they're, whoa, yeah! And they're cheering for me, and then they're like, see my Wretch running around, picking up weapons and fighting. It's all very exciting, but mechanically, it's kind of like, nah. I never really feel like I'm like, okay, how do I want to do this? Okay, this is kind of like, okay, if I deal with this, then it never really gives me that same type of vibe. But at the same time, these games lasted about an hour, and it's very easy to set up, so you could just take all elites. And, I mean, it even mentions, hey, grab elites from Hoplomachus Victorum if you have it, and then put them all in the bag till you have 5 and 5. So you're going to get a different team comp, you're going to get a different champion, which is going to change the way that this runs. And that's the brilliance of chip theory design, is that, well, yes, there's a lot of keywords, but all of them have the same keywords. It's not like, oh, here's a new sheet because of this expansion. It's like you will learn what those keywords mean. So after a few plays, you're going to know, oh, I know what Retaliate does. Oh, I know the nuance of what an attack is versus an ability. And the way that their rules are just kind of very streamlined and clean, that you can come to a mode like this and take the exact same type of content and just shuffle it up, and then now you have a different strategy. The pairing of they're all going to work. They're all going to have, it's not like, oh, this team comp sucks, they don't synergize well. They're all useful, depending on when you bring them out. But I do think that the 1v1, well, it's actually kind of interesting because I've played Hoplomachus Remastered 1v1, and I didn't really care for it because it relies on dice. And any 1v1 game that relies on dice besides like two Summoner Wars and Mythic Battles frustrate me because it's like there's nothing I can do about that. But in solo mode, I guess it is better because if the dice, I mean, it's just me, so it's like, okay, well, the dice, like, yeah, wow, my first unit got one shot by this Guardian. Okay, it is what it is. So, but it's super quick to set up. This mode in particular, I like that it's different. I actually like that there aren't any tactics in it because you don't have to, bolster health, give it to obviously you're giving it to the Wretch, or hamstring, or stun, your Wretch is stunned, and it's like, this is kind of stupid. So the condemn mode is a nice addition. It is a nice change of pace because it is kind of like if you're not dealing a lot of damage or the dice aren't going your way, you do have the ability to get to the Wretch to the end. And if you can time it well, you could take that two damage hit to change the die to a 6, and now your Wretch can book it. And it's like, oh, okay, so if I'm 3 spaces away and my Wretch only can move 1, but now I can take the damage and move 2. And you can run to the end and win that way. So I get it. I like it. I just think this particular setup was just way OP. And that's fine. It could have been his entire thing. This, like, what my side was could have been his. And then they're all hitting and then just wiping my opponents out. And then their thing goes up. Even then, I still got half health multiple times, and they, by the end of it, almost got to the end. So I wouldn't say it's unbalanced, but I think it could be swingy. But yeah, that's it, everyone. That is the condemn mode for Hoplomachus Remastered Pandora's Wake. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, and like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you. Hey everyone, thank you for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you would like to see more of my content, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell to be notified whenever I upload any new content. If you feel like supporting the channel, you can go ahead and click that Patreon link to be taken to my Patreon, and any help is truly appreciated. Other than that, stick around for any other run-throughs or reviews or cool top 10s or whatever I feel like putting on. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.